Hello everyone, welcome to the Task 20 video submission, programming the advanced product searching process, including pagination, or also known as page navigation. So yeah, let's first recap what we've done so far. We created a sign-in, sign-up, a home page, an ability for the user to edit his profile. We also have unique profiles for buyers and sellers. Then we also created a dashboard for the seller so he can um, actually look at all of his metrics, add products, register new products, and remove any existing products or make them inactive or deactivate them. Sorry, inactive or active, and a nice dashboard to control all of that from. So we also added a new search features in the last video where we just type in a few strings and it takes the strings from the database and looks through the title or the description and shows us any products related to that. So today we will have an advanced search because usually searches have certain filters. We can put them in any form you want. So we'll look into that today. Yeah, let's get into it. First, let's look at the UI. Yeah. So first of all, we need to show that we are not signed in because anyone can look at the product. So it's like this. So in the previous video, I couldn't go to the search from here. I had to type it in, but we have actually programmed it from here. So this is what we showed in the previous day. So we can search ethical and we get our ethical hacking. And we go back and yeah, it's all over here. But then we have this advanced search right here. As you can see, it becomes gray when I hover over it. So advanced search. So we can check for beginner, intermediate, advanced, or all the levels. Then the ratings. Right now we do not have any ratings, so we'll put 4+ stars and apply filters. And we do not have any further ratings because there are no ratings right now because we still have not made any purchases. So we'll apply filters again. We get everything back. Then we have the categories, so we can put mobile. So we have anything related to mobile. Then education. And by the way, this only shows those that are the products that are active and not the ones that are inactive. So we'll actually duplicate this tab and sign in. So this is the user. We can see test2 first name. That's the guy here. So if you go to his dashboard, you can see that there are many inactives as well. So we'll quickly make them active and show you. Oh, sorry, I have to go and make all these activate. If you give it a small refresh, we'll see everything is active. Yeah, everything is active. Let's go back to our dashboard. Yeah, everything is active right now. We'll go here. So we need to first sign out again because we'll sign out. Go back here, give it a refresh, and as you can see, we have many. We'll actually go back to search and then back to advanced search, and now we have the pagination as well, which was not there earlier. So we can have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So just like the search also did not have it earlier. Now search has it. So we need more than 12 products to have a pagination involved. So now we do. The pagination here is much more attractive to how it was in the regular search. As you can see, it's much more attractive and nice. Yeah. So over here, let's actually look. So now we have everything there. Let's apply all the filters: mobile, education, music production. There's 1 for that. Video production. 2 for that. Web development. Yeah. And let's check anything relevant to beginner. Let's go back to our categories. Beginner. So these are beginner levels, then intermediate. We have few for that, and then advanced. Yeah, so we have all of that. Nothing for the range. So now we have a price range. So the price range for me, it goes almost to 1 million. Let's see, we do have 1 million here. So let's actually drop that down to. So as you can see, it says 890,000, 750,000. So let's make this let's actually just make it 500,000. So okay, so I can't change it from there for some reason. That may be a small bug. Let's go like this. Filters. Actually, let's go to filters. So it shows all of them, but not the extreme ones. So as you can see, most of these are less than 100,000. So let's change this to 100,000. Yeah, let's just make it that. Yeah, so we have one that's more than 100,000. We want to drop this down all the way to 100,000 as well. Then we have all the cheap ones as well, so we can reset this. Yeah, everything is back to normal. So that's all for the UI part. Now let's get into the code. So first of all, we need to have our exam running. We use so earlier we had just this search products.php file that we did all the work inside of it. So as you can see, we get all our information, building the search queries and getting the total results for the page, and then fetching all the products, all are done from this page itself. Whereas over here, we do not, we actually do a few things, but not everything is done here. So as you can see here, we get we build filter arrays to get the parameters. Then we also add a few things for pagination, but all the work happens right over here. Yeah. So over here, first of all, what we do is, we first make a private function so that so over here this user ID. So we are using the user ID over here. So in case in the future we can use the user who's searching to be used for specific searches. So that's why that is there. And then we have yeah. Then we have initializing of the query path. So we assign all these variables with the relevant SQL queries. So they all get initialized, and then we give them all their parameters. So over here we have search query itself. So here with the search term, so we use an AND here, and we use the like, so that we can get anything similar from the title or the description. We showed this in the previous search products as well. That's over here. Yeah, this is the same thing. We have it here. But then the format we have here is so that we don't get an SQL injection. So that is the purpose of this. We have spoken about this earlier. So when we input data, update data, we all follow the same format of getting it in this way, more rather, that we have the search term and then the parameter type. Sorry, the parameter and then the parameter type. Yeah. Then we have the categories. So the categories also we get only where the certain category ID matches. Then for the filters, so we have for the level, and if the level is as such, we get it. Then all of it is for the range and as well for the rating. Yeah. Then we return all of our parameters so that we can build the query altogether. And then we have our main query with everything put together. So the price low. So this is for the sort. This will be spoken about in the next video. We'll move to the next. We have the pagination. So pagination quite similar to the earlier ones. We first get the count based on. So this time we have to make sure that the filters are in place. So based on the filters and the amount of products that are left, we get the amount of rows and the relevant information to display our page. So as you can see, per page it says 12. Yeah, so this gets the total, and then we have this huge query to actually make sure that everything goes according to plan. So it makes sure that the seller or name ID is there, the customer count, the average rating, and the review count. And it also applies the filters having over here. And over here we merge all of our parameters together so that we get one result. And yeah, that's it for the product searcher. This actually handles all of our SQL querying. So basically it builds the SQL queries based on the filters that we have provided. So as we saw, we have several filters: the price range, the rating, the level, the category, and based on that it applies the sorting that we have selected on the top of the page. This will not go into it much today, but will be in the next video. So all those together will only result in the pagination. So it has to go through all of that. So that's like several filters. So on our left we have many filters right here, and then we have filters here. So based on that, the pagination is calculated, and it fetches the amount of products that are there, displays the products, and also gets the count for the grids or cards to be displayed on the page. So now let's get into the main advanced search. So it's quite similar to the earlier one, but the only thing is that we now have this how do I say it, like yeah, so we call it a sidebar. So the main difference between the search products and the advanced search is that we have the product cards and everything, but together with the sidebar. So the sidebar starts over here with all the filters. So it says refine the results that you can see over here. It says refine your results, and yeah, and we go on. So first we have the category, all the categories. So as you can see here, first of all we need to show this. So filters, these we get it from we have to assign these from the values that we get from our database. So yeah, so we get that, and then we display whatever is in the database. So if you want, we will move into the database to show it as well. So as we can see here, this is what gets displayed. So we get it from our over here we get it from the category table. So get the cat from here and then display it there. So that happens there. Then we yeah, so let's move on. So we have the categories and the level, all quite the same. We have added some emojis to make it much attractive and nice. Then we have our rating. So that also comes from, so we have just input this as well. These will be removed. This will change into something like this, because the ratings, we do not have any ratings as of yet, because we have not created a table for that. We have created a table, but we have not created a UI to input it into it. We can only add ratings manually, so those are not there as yet. Then we have the price range. So we have the max 1 million right here, as shown before. So we can actually change this the way we want. This actually will get the prices, but this min max we can change it anytime we please. Then we have the product display, which is quite similar to the search products. So if we go down here to our product cards, you can see it's quite similar. There is no difference whatsoever. It's basically the same. So let's go back here and just go to search and advanced search. They're just much smaller and compact. So let's spot for any differences. So we have display for the user who created it. We have a skill, it says skill here, and maybe the amount of products that have been purchased. But yeah, those are the only two differences. So we'll look at those differences. So we go through the products grid. So you get the image for the main product, and then we have the seller name right here that we displayed earlier, and then we have our rating, and then the customer count, so how many times it has been purchased, and then it just says skill over here, so it is a skill. It could change. So basically, if we're selling something else, we're selling goods and services, so we can change it to have good or service, but here it says the skill because it's skill shop. Yeah, then we have our pagination. So as we showed before, based on all of our filters, we first have to get our filters, and then we go through all of the checks. We check the categories as such, and if the rating is as such, if the level is as such, if the price is as such, and also if our sorting is checked as well. And then we display the page. So the page can have only 12 cards. So if it's more than 12, then we need to display the pagination or page navigation. So that is handled right over here. And then if there is no matching skills found, we showed that earlier. So if our filters don't find or bring back anything, that's over here. Then we have this small features section, which was in the previous search products as well. Yeah, then we come to our JS and some styling. So this styling is actually used to make sure that it, as you can see here, mobile filter model active. So this makes sure that the search products doesn't break when it goes onto a smaller screen. It just fits into the screen. So that's done over there. Then we have some JS. This opens and closes the sidebar, so let's check that. Seems to be an issue over there. Okay, so that is not available for. So this part right over here, the toggle filters, will actually work only for the mobile user. It doesn't work for us because it's quite big. So now I'm using a mobile. So if we use Ctrl+Shift+N, we can get this this view, and so we can actually check. So let's go to. So we are now in the advanced search. So yeah, as you can see, this is hidden and it's closed. So it says filters over here. So that was what was being handled right over here. Which it's not necessary to be displayed on a normal desktop because it's quite big. But on a mobile phone, there's no space, so we use this. So we can put our relevant filters, apply it, and then change. So we get our the relevant information. So that's done over there. So yeah, that's it for the mobile part. Yeah. Then we have price range. So this makes sure that the price range does not exceed the prices that are there. Which we will have to actually add validation so that the price ranges stay in that level. And then we have this that actually is quite similar to this, but it just swaps the values if it's needed. And finally, we end it by using the footer. So that's it for the advanced search products. So basically we just to our assigning our variables to our queries and such for the few things that we have over here. All the main components happen in our product searcher.php, and we handle our UI in this PHP, whereas the product searcher does not have that. And some of the JavaScript and styling is done over here. So as you can see here, the script tags and the style tags. Yeah. So that's it for our advanced search products. So we showed you the mobile version as well as the normal view. Yeah. So that's it for this video. The next video will be about about sorting. A quite small video, maybe about 2-3 minutes. Let's get into that in the next one. Thank you.